Hey guys, how are you today? This is Mike DeMora coming to you from NCEP Fitness here in Redondo Beach, California. Now look, we've kind of taken you through this whole steps, right? We've gotten you into the club, we've gotten you certified, we've gotten you getting your clients. Now we've gotten you with 10 clients, right? You've got 10 clients and they're each meeting with you twice a week. So now you're at 20 hours of personal training. You do 20 other hours that you're doing your marketing hours. And so now you pretty much have your 40 hours a week, but now you're making about, we said about $5,000 a month. So now what? We told you that you have to really what? You have to really hold people responsible, right? Hold people responsible for what it is they say and what it is they're going to do. But here, I want to drop in another little couple words for you and this is going to be really tough for some of you to hear. When you're someone like me who cares so much, this was the hardest lesson I ever had to learn. Hardest lesson I ever had to learn. Understand the 80-10 rule, right? 80-10 rule. And that is, do you realize that 10% of your clients will create 80% of your revenue? 10% of your clients will create 80% of your revenue. So when you start to really think about that, what should you do? Well, you should overproduce, over-deliver, over-communicate, and over everything with what? With that 10%, right? So now we've said 10 clients. You need to really pour it on with those clients. Every day you need to communicate. Hey, how you doing, guys? Hey, how did you get your workout done? Hey, it's called the accountability coach. Actually, become a coach in accountability. That means every day you're sending them something. Even if it's just one little click, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? You've got to over communicate and over deliver with these 10 people. Now, remember I told you the 80-10 rule. Well, basically, you're going to be meeting tons and tons of other people, right? And you need to let them know exactly what it is that you do. But here's the thing. So many of them will not fit into your category. So many of them will, I don't know how to say it in the nicest way, but they'll be too much work to even keep on. Now, I know that sounds lazy, but it's not lazy. So these are the people that I know you've all had. You know, you talk to one time and then they call you again and then they ask you another question and they call you again and they ask you another question and they call you again and they ask you another question. And there's this that isn't quite right and this isn't quite right and that isn't quite right. And they keep just sucking your time dry, right? And I mean that in the nicest way. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to say that you only have 24 hours in the day. And in that 24 hours, part of it has to go to what's really important to you. So your family has to be really important and you have to know when to turn off your phone and say, I'm with you. I love you, my family, and I'm going to be with you. Then there has to be the other time where you're at work, where it's kind of the opposite, where I'm not saying you turn off your phone for emergencies, but you pretty much let you know your loved ones, when I'm at work, I need to really focus and concentrate on doing this. But then there's those others, the tire kickers, the ones who will keep asking questions. Oh, should I train with you? Oh, should I train with you? Oh, should I train with you? You know, by the third, fourth question, the answer should be, no, you shouldn't. You shouldn't train with me. I've given you everything that I got, right? I gave you my free session. I took you through the workout. I showed you what it is that I do. You need to make a decision. I teach my kids, there's either yes or no. There's no gray area bullshit. That's what causes all the fluff. That's what causes all the issues. Get those people out of your life. Right? And I mean that in the nicest way, in the nicest way. But don't let those people fill your time. There are going to be people that, let's just face it, you mess up with, right? You know, you were supposed to call and you didn't, and it just so happens that it spirals out of control. You were supposed to call them and you didn't. And then you tried to call them and their voicemail was full. And then you tried to call them and your phone was out of battery. And you tried to call them and this happened and that happened. And there just seems to be people where, wow, it just seems to be a lot of work, a lot of in for not a lot out, right? So you have to put them on the back burner and don't put them high priority. Who should you put high priority? Your 10 clients. They need to be the highest priority. I mean, literally every day. Hey John, how are you doing? Hey, how are you doing? Hey, what can I do for you? Hey, what's going on with your workout? Did you work out today? Did you not work out today? How did your workout go? You must communicate. Now, one thing that I like to do is I like to try to get that communication skills down early. I actually ask them, how much would you like me to communicate with you? Right? How much would you like me to communicate with you? Are you someone who likes to get a little kick in the pants every day? Or are you someone that likes to be left alone and just every once in a while or what have you? Because here's the deal. Once you have found what they say they are responsible for, you can allow them to have a little leeway, right? But keep up the communications. Once again, determine what kind of communications they're going to need to be the best type of client. What is all this leading up to? What is all this leading up to is referrals. Referrals are going to be a major key to your business. If you give the best possible service and the best possible workout and the best possible everything to your 10 clients, those 10 clients will literally explode. Why? Because their friends and family will look at them and say, Joe, you know, wow, you look a little different. What's going on? You have a different attitude. You feel different. You have more energy. You're doing better. What's going on? What's different with your life? And you know what they're going to tell you? I have a new trainer. My trainer is amazing. He gives me just enough Just enough calls and just enough kick in the pants for me to do it. And it's changing my life. In fact, you know what? I was going to give you his name because you should work with him too. And that's when you have it. That is when you have it. You need to ask for referrals, but it's this double-edged sword. Because if you're really doing well, if you're really doing the best possible job for them, the referrals will come automatically, literally automatically. But sometimes you do need to give a little bit of an incentive, like, hey, you know, do you have any friends that you think could actually benefit from working with me? The reason I'm saying is I have a couple of hours left on my schedule and I wanted to fill them, right? I have a couple hours left over and I wanted to fill them, and I get so much out of helping people. I just wanted to help a few more. I don't typically have a lot of hours open, but a couple have come open now. Would you like to refer anyone? Do you have anybody that you think might want to work with me? And I'm going to tell you that if you are doing a great job and you're over communicating and you're doing really well and your clients are seeing results, they are going to just flow with the referrals. In fact, they're going to be, well, how many do you need? Because I got about 10 people that really need your service, right? And that's how you fill your books. That's how you're doing 40 hours out of 40 hours, all with personal training clients. I'm not saying that you shouldn't keep a couple hours open to just meet with people, quote unquote, for free, show them what you do. You always want to keep that, dripping as well. But your key is going to be those 10 people and what you do with them. So let me recap a little bit. So I'm going to work with that again. Remember, you're going to need to put at least 20 people on your books to give free sessions to show them what it is that you do. I do this all the time. I don't know, my kids kind of make fun of me on their hee whatever. All I'm saying is, when I say free sessions, you can make them reduced price, you can make them free, you can make them, the club is paying for that session, however it works for you, right? But you're going to do a session with people that don't really know you, and they're going to find out what it is that you do. Of those 20 people, you should be able to land 1 out of every 2, in other words, 50%. In other words, 10 people out of those 20 should say, yes, I do want to buy training from you. You are fantastic. I loved what we did today, right? If not, you need to work on that pitch a little bit. You need to work on what it is that you're doing with them. Why aren't they wanting to buy? Remember, you've already pre-qualified them, which means you've already gotten 20 people that said, yes, I would love a free session. So that means they, 1, want to work with a personal trainer. 2, they know who you are and they see who you are, so there's no surprises there, right? It's not like they wanted to work with a female trainer and they walk in, oh gosh, you're male. No, they've already seen you, they already know you, they already know who you are, you've already spoken to them. Now they show up, that's a whole nother pre-qualifier. You should be able to land at least 1 out of every 2. Now, if you're landing 1 out of every 2 and you've created 20 appointments, you should land 10. Now you have 10. These 10 people you need to absolutely over deliver. I mean, you do everything you possibly can with them. You spend extra time, you call them, you text them, you send them an email. Now, you can get this all automated, but that's a whole nother discussion. Automated means, it doesn't mean impersonal. Automated just means you set them up on what we call a drip, and it just literally goes out to them each and every day. Bam, 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 bam. And it's a whole sequence of things that you can set up. That's another discussion. We'll talk a little bit about automation, because automation is huge. It is huge, especially when you're getting 40, 50, 80, 100 clients a month. You're really going to need to set up some automation. But let's say right now you're just in the infancy stage, because we're taking you through step by step by step, right? And now we've gotten 10 clients. These 10 clients you need to handle with kid gloves, right? These are your gold. This is what it's all about. 10 people who truly care, 10 people you truly make a difference with will fill your books basically forever. Literally forever. You won't have to keep looking for clients. These 10 people will explode if you do this correctly. So it's so important. So what are my suggestions? One, you set up a discussion with them and you ask them, how often do you want to be contacted? Now, me personally, I like to do something each and every day. Does that work for you? I don't want to overburden you, but do you like each and every day? First off, we've already signed a contract, or we've already had a discussion on how many days a week you're going to actually do a workout, right? Now, you're going to sign up twice a week with me, but what about those other 5 days? How many days a week do you want to actually participate in an exercise program? And then they're going to give you, and they're going to say, how much time do you want to put in each day? Let's say I want to do 4 other days, so I'm going to work out 6 days total. In those 4 other days, I'm going to put aside 20 minutes or so. Okay, perfect. So you need to create your 20-minute program for this gentleman or this lady, right? That you're going to send out each and every day. Once again, if you haven't gotten this automated, that's going to be a challenge. But let's say you've already gotten this automated, or let's say you haven't. Okay, let's say you haven't gotten this automated. So each day you're going to have a little program for them, and you're going to send it to them, right? You're going to send it to them. Now, each day you need to check in. Hey, how'd your program go? Oh, you need to do this. Okay, when you do your program, send me a little text saying that you finished it. Or, take a picture of yourself in the gym, or a picture of you in your workout area, or a picture of you doing the activity just to say hi, right? You determine what communication you need, but then you need to know, check, check, check. Now when you meet with them again, you say, wow, it was so cool that you did that workout those other 4 days that you weren't with me. Fantastic. Here's a cookie, or whatever it is. When I say a cookie, I mean anything positive that tells them that you are so proud of them and you're doing so well. Then you need to emphasize the positive, right? So during those 4 days, it looks, I gave you the program to do this, this, and this. Why don't you show me what you've been doing? And once they do it, boop, 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 you say, oh my gosh, that is amazing. You're doing so well. Okay, I just want to give you a couple little pointers here, but I just want to make sure you are doing amazing. Great job, fantastic, right? All these little positive attributes. I will tell you that within the first month, these people will be changed. It takes 30 days to create a habit. Habits change your world. Change your habits, change your life. Your life will change forever, right? So you've created habits for these 30 days. Within 30 days, now you should start asking for referrals. Hey, how did you like the first 30 days with me? Do you see these extra things that have happened? Did you see all these positive things? This is when you put them to the test. Whatever it is that you've determined that they're going to get better with, now you need to test, and they need to be better with it, right? If they are not better with it, you probably aren't the best trainer for them. You probably don't understand exactly what they need. So be a little careful, because once again, you are putting yourself on blast. But remember, if you've reached out to them every single day for 30 days, there's no way they don't have results. There is no way they aren't where they should be. Or once again, you need to work a little bit on your programming. You need to work a little bit more on your knowledge of training. So anyway, hope I didn't give you too much, but I just want to let you know how it works from here. The number one thing you're going to focus on are referrals. Put 80% of your effort on the 10% of the people that you are in contact with. Those 10% will literally explode. They will literally explode, and you will have a full set of training. Got it? Okay, I hope that helped. We will continue with this next week. See you then. God bless.